How the tech retrenchment may affect the property market. Hi, my name is Alan from Alan Way Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Recently, there was a Straits Times article that mentioned that January property data has seen a 0.8% decline compared to the previous month in December 2023. Here, I just wonder, is this related to the technology sector that is undergoing a series of retrenchment right now? When tech companies are restructuring, what does this mean for new hires? Will they still be recruiting? Is this also the reason for the slowdown in the rental market lately? Here, what does this mean for you as a property owner? What if you are a property investor trying to rent out your property? Are you frustrated with the low viewing enquiries you are getting lately? Watch on to find out more. Here, let's go. As we all know, there is a lot of retrenchment going on in the tech sector, from Facebook parents company, Meta, Lazada, to Shopee, to Google, and so on. It was reported in this Mr. Stam article that close to 32,000 have lost their tech job in 2024 alone. I mean, we are only at the beginning of 2024, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this number increasing. Here, if you are still not aware of the tech layoff, you can watch this video by CNBC. Why widespread tech layoff keep happening despite a strong US economy? This 12-minute video will tell you what you need to know. By the way, I love watching these YouTube videos. Clear, concise, and entertaining. Just like my videos. Here, what does this mean to Singaporeans working in the tech sector? If you are in certain job function, they play a pivot role in the organization. You are still safe. However, if you are playing only a supporting role or just managing employee in a big organization that has a lot of middle management layers, my humble suggestion to you here is, it's time to plan for rainy days ahead. Firstly, when people lose their jobs, they will feel lost and frustrated. They will constantly ask, why me? Next, their main concern is to find a replacement job. This is to put food on the table and pay bills. Who doesn't have bills to pay? The next part is finding the next job. Can I find another job that pay as well? How can I compete with so many others who are also retrenched in the same industry as me? If I'm in my mid-40s or even 50s, how can I compete with the youngest ones and so on? For those who are recently retrenched, I feel for you. I was on this path many years ago. Watch under the end as I have a solution for you. So how will this affect the rental market? This is very significant. When companies are retrenching people, do you think they will still massively recruit people? The answer is a definite no. Unless that is for the specific job function that the company require. Else, the HR department will slow down in their hiring activities. That is why since late last year, I've already witnessed a significant slowdown in the rental market. This is especially slow for this year. Rental listing take a longer time to move. Enquiries level is also low for HDB listing and even worse for higher priced private property listings. This is made even worse when thousands of rental listings are made available with new TOP condos receiving their keys in the last few months. Here, don't say I never help you to solve your problem. For those landlords listening here, my humble suggestion is, firstly, drop your rental rate by 20% to 30%. If you have plans to drop only 10%, you can continue to leave it vacant for the next 3 to 6 months. Rental rate have also surged close to 40 to 50% in the last 2 years. You don't know ah. This means it's moving back to a more realistic rental rate. I think this is fair. Secondly, landlords should not restrict themselves to only a certain type of profile. I know Singaporeans very well. They want high quality kinds of tenants, those that can pay well and are clean, can pay on time, and most importantly, be obedient to the master kind. This kind of tenant all go back to the home country already. What you have remaining are those from tenants from Asian countries to work permit holders. Recently, I rent out a unit to them and at above the market rental. You'll be surprised, right? I think the landlord should be open to them. They are working in the hotel industry. They serve you in your staycation. From your craftsmen who install your built-in cabinets to your factory workers who produce your daily Galileo bread. I hope Singaporeans can be more inclusive and offer your property to them for lease. This is going to be interesting. Coming back to the private property market. How will this retrenchment and slower employment number affect the market? Firstly, if you're holding on to some investment property and have just lost your job, I think this is the worst thing that can happen to you. It's either you list your property for sale and cut losses and remove that baggage in the short term. However, if you're not willing to do that, then you will have to reduce your expectation and top up the monthly mortgage with your savings. How long can you tahan? Well, that depends on your reserves. That is why I always advocate you must always have 6 to 12 months of monthly installment plus household expenses for rainy days. Don't say it will not happen. That is why those who have more saving will ride the storm better. At the same time, those with cash are waiting on the side, just like hungry lions waiting to pound on their prey. We may see fire sales or foreclosure by banks in the market, but don't expect this to be significant since the introduction of the TDSR framework and lower loan-to-value ratio in recent years. This will only impact those who overstretch their finance and those who bought mediocre property at high prices. You get what I mean? The real test will come in the coming months if you can dispose of your property while you're out of job. This is even worse if you are saddened with a high mortgage liability and still cannot exit without suffering massive losses. Sadly, this will be a very painful and expensive lesson. Do you know what is the worst part? Now you want to sell your private and buy back a humble HDB resale flat. You are stuck with a 15 months debarment period. I think this could be the worst time of your life. Some of you here may ask me, what about the HDB market? The HDB market is very controlled and with tight regulation. HDB is always the bread and butter. I think the impact on this segment will be very minimum as HDB is purely for owner occupation. However, if retrenchment affect across industries and impact the Singapore economy, then this will be another story. For those that recently got retrenched, I feel for you. I was there before, back in 2007 to 2008. That is why I become self-employed. If you don't believe me, you can watch my SkillsFuture video here. It will be good to take a short break, find a part-time job, and at the same time, go for reskilling. I'm a firm believer in upskilling to stay employable. The world is constantly changing. Even my job can be replaced by AI in the next decade. No jobs will be spared. That is why the government is giving us SkillsFuture credit to upgrade ourselves. They have already hinted at us to get ready for the brave new world. Here a word of caution. Don't expect after upskilling you can become a Superman. It doesn't work this way. The skill you learn from classes will only open 1% of the door for you. The remaining 99% still depend on your hard work and ability to transform. As I'm doing this video, I cannot stop wondering how will the RTS impact employability in Singapore. You all want RTS, our government build it for you. In the next few years, I wouldn't be surprised if more companies relocate their operation overseas due to their relatively cheaper labor and land costs. Don't say I never warned you here. Before I end this video, SkillsFuture has this SkillsFuture Fellowship Award that honor individuals as master of skills and mentor of future talent. This application is open to Singapore citizens with at least 10 years of working experience. Recipient will receive a monetary award of $10,000. For those who are eligible, go and apply. Since I'm self-employed, I have nobody to nominate me. So what? Who say I cannot nominate myself? Who knows? I may be selected. You never try, you never know. That's all. Hope you enjoy my video and take care.